Hi Lady Charmers, it's Carissa with Big Mouth Charisma. Today I'm going to show you how to go from that to this with just a handful of products. I'm really excited to show you this look because it just requires a couple things and the finished product looks really nice. So I've already started with my skincare, my foundation, and I did put Candlelight, which I'm putting on my face right now, on my eyelids and underneath my eyes already. So now I'm adding some of the Candlelight to some blemishes and other things I want to conceal and cover up. I like to use this blending brush underneath my eyelids. Once my Candlelight ShadowSense has had a second to kind of set, it helps to eliminate any sort of creasing that might sort of settle in. And now I'm adding just a touch more Candlelight to cover up dark circles. I smooth that in just to make sure it has a nice smooth finish and doesn't gather into the creases under my eyes as it's starting to set. Then I just dab around the areas that I want to conceal with Candlelight ShadowSense there on any of the blemishes and red spots that I have. You have a little bit of time to work with ShadowSense, but you do want to get to blending it fairly quickly within the first 10 to 30 seconds of applying so that it doesn't stick too quickly before you have a chance to blend it. And it does get a little bit warm in my bathroom under the lights, so I do like to make sure that I've, not been creasing underneath my eyes. Now we're going in with a little bit of pink Posey. I put just a little dab on each eyelid, and I'm going to use a soft, really easygoing blendable brush to sort of move product around and give myself a really nice base layer of pink Posey ShadowSense. I try to keep this on the outer corner of my eye and work its way up toward the brow bone area. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more pink Posey and layer it on so it's nice and pigmented and rich and dark. If you're going for a lighter look, you don't have to layer on this second layer, but I'm even going to go in with a little bit more just to keep the drama up there. Now I'm blending it around on the outside edges to just smooth out those edges and lines, making it a little bit more of a gradual fade. It's a quick gradual fade, but not so harsh with the line there. As you see, I've added just a touch more pink Posey. This time I put it onto the end of my brush and then applied it. And at this point, I'm working at just one eye at a time because it's setting very nicely and I want to make sure that I blend it in very well. It gets a little heavy on this eye at this point, but as you can see, I was a little bit worried, but you can work with it. And your fingers are really good erasers when it comes to this point of applying your ShadowSense. So you might see me kind of smudge and remove some in areas that I didn't need it. Be gentle on your eyes. You don't want to be tugging and pulling too much with the brushes. I'm applying really, really light pressure. Now everything's looking very nicely blended and smooth. I'm going to use pink Posey ShadowSense for blush today too. So I'm using just two ShadowSense products, Candlelight and pink Posey. They look really nice together and are super versatile. I really like using this angled blush brush. It really smooths things out, helps me tie everything together. But then on top of this, I like using my Translucid Powder. You give it a nice tap, and it works sort of like a bronzer or a blush kind of combination. And I use the fluffy brush setting to kind of make everything cohesive. And then I can use a more concentrated brush by just moving the top of that blush brush upward and it makes it more concentrated, so I can get it better into my hairline to make it more smooth and less of a little ring around my face. Now I'm cleaning off my lips. You want them clean and dry, exfoliated as best you can. Shake your LipSense up good. Today I'm applying 3 layers of raspberry, and I really love this color. So as you get used to applying your LipSense, you're going to find the technique that works best for you. But the general idea is that you want 3 thin layers of lip color. You need to give it 3 to 5 seconds, sometimes a little longer, in between layers to let it dry and bond to your lips. I made a little bit of a oops on the corner of my mouth, so now I'm using Oops Remover to just gently scrub, and then I will wipe it away with a Q-tip. Now I've only put on 2 layers of LipSense so far, but I find it's a lot easier to remove a mistake before you by chance go over it a second or third time. Now I'm seeing that, as I'm looking closer into the mirror, I have some areas I might like to smooth out a little better. Some of the Candlelight that wasn't fully blended in, covering my blemishes, so that's what I'm doing right there. Now, finally, a 3rd layer of LipSense. By touching up my face in between, I was able to give my LipSense plenty of dry time. Now, my Cupid's bow area might be a little bit uneven, but I was satisfied with it. Didn't feel like I needed any more correction. Now I'm going to just fan myself for a moment because it's nice and warm in my bathroom and it feels good. And I want my LipSense to be nice and dry before I apply my glossy gloss. I love glossy gloss. It's so buttery, smooth, and hydrating. It's my favorite gloss. Now I'm admiring my work, and check it out. Of course, we have to have some mascara, so I have LashSense that I'm applying right now. Just a quick thin coat of LashSense to cover my eyelashes in that dark color. And then I'll use UnderSense to bulk them up. It makes them nice and firm and thick and full and long. And I especially like to coat the outside of my lash line. Make the outside part really full and thick and nice. Just one quick layer on the bottom lashes and then cover the top UnderSense area with more LashSense. I'm using brown LashSense. I really like the black LashSense as well, but both are very dark. Make a little mistake with your mascara, no big deal. You can just Q-tip it away. And I'm just one last time making sure that my concealer under my eye is going to be crease-proof all night. And smoothing out those edges, just perfecting everything. There you go, the finished look. I'm happy with it. All right, Lady Charmers, that's it. How do you like the look now that I'm at the office? I think it's a great office look. Really easygoing, and I love that it takes just a handful of products to create this. So I've got my base of skincare and foundation on, and then I've used just 2 ShadowSense, Candlelight and Pink Posey. Candlelight's super versatile to cover up my blemishes and to brighten up my eye, creates a nice base layer for my eye and concealer under my eye. And then Pink Posey for color on my eyelid and color on my cheeks. I've got Translucid Powder to just tie it all together. LashSense with UnderSense, which is amazing mascara. I love this stuff. And then Razzberry LipSense with Glossy Gloss on top. That's it. A handful of products, a fantastic look. I feel amazing. I got this nice dewy glow going on here. Hi. So if you have any questions about how you can get into ShadowSense, LipSense, or skincare, foundations, if you've got any questions about that, I'd love to introduce you to these products because they are long-lasting and they are long-lasting. So they'll last you all day long once you get them on your face, and then all of our products are so concentrated that they're going to last you a long time. So they're worth every penny. And on top of that, we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you're not satisfied for any reason, No biggie. We can trade product or I'll give you your money back. No big deal. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, if you like this video, please give it a like, or leave your questions or comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Might be a big mouth, but I try to keep it charming, and you should too. Bye.